Hey guys, what is going on? It is Dunbar Snack Bar here with MLB 2K12 and My Player Mode with Chris Rose. Now, this may be your guys' first chance at taking a look at Chris Rose here, as this is one of the newest My Player Mode that I am doing here for MLB 2K12. I thought it'd be fun to play as a pitcher, just kind of mix things up here a little bit. First game actually turned out really well. Sometimes you are pleasantly surprised by things. I ended up going with a complete game shutout. My first time here trying to pitch with Chris Rose. Now, I got a lot of skill points off of that. Was able to kind of build myself up a little bit. Really, I spend a lot of it on stamina, just in case I will be pitching 9 innings. Again, I really noticed things were not going too great for me here in the 9th inning. It was, I couldn't pitch that well at all. I mean, things were just not accurate. I didn't have that much velocity. So if I do get to that point again, I want to make sure I have the stamina. And the thing is, though, for those of you who have MLB 2K kind of understand this as well, there's certain things that you have to do to be able to advance to the major league level. Certain attributes you have to build up using your skill points, and that's something that I was trying to go ahead and do with the stamina as well, but I was able to reduce the potential the computer has with right-handers and left-handers to be able to hit off of me. But I don't know. Now, the goals are a little bit different here. I'm a lot more comfortable with some of these goals than what you usually see with when you play as a position player. Because you'll get stuff like get a base hit. Well, duh. You know, this one, too, it's like strike the batter out, which is something you always want to do. But I do like, you know, throw a ground ball out or force the batter to, you know, fly out or something like that. I mean, that's kind of nice to have that on there. Just kind of mix things up. It makes a little bit more sense. So overall, I am liking, you know, playing as a pitcher. It's something that's very, very different. I got to watch what I'm doing here as well, because I kind of realized this. There's a few things I realized after this video. One, I do absolutely nothing when the computer is fielding the ball. So if it's a roller over to first base, I never run over to cover first. Oops. And then the other thing I kind of noticed here too, and this is something that is a little annoying, and this is just me because, I don't know, I'm somebody who's a perfectionist when it comes to certain things. My videos, I try and be a perfectionist with. I mean, I get frustrated whenever something goes wrong, but I realize that Chris Rose has batting gloves in his back pocket. Now, that's something I usually do with every player. Remember, this is the first pitcher that I've done with MLB 2K anything. But there's not too many pitchers that you notice come up to the mound with batting gloves in their back pocket, especially when they're not batting at all that game. All right, so here we go into the 2nd inning. You can see I've given up 1 hit. That's all right. We're only in the 2nd inning. You shouldn't look too much into that here. Only pitched 9 pitches, though. Computer gets a hit. So one of the things I've kind of noticed here in this game versus the last game is the computer's already gotten a couple more hits than what I had seen earlier. And I don't like getting the hits because at the end of the inning, you get points for not allowing a run to go by. You also get points for making sure that nobody gets a hit. And there's a lot of things you have to build up as a pitcher. Man, if you had realized you had tagged him, you would not have thrown it over to second. We'd be looking at a double play right there. But, I mean, there's more things that you have to buy, especially, I guess, if I was playing in a National League or something like that where I'd have to, you know, hit the ball. But not the case here. And that's actually something that works out well for me. I mean, I'm glad I chose playing as the Cleveland Indians. Well, one, because the real Chris Rose, who this is modeled after, is a big Indians fan. But also at the same time, too, it would take a long, long time to play through the game. I guess when you figure it all out, it doesn't take too long to hit, especially when you're a pitcher, because, I mean, it's not like you're going to be getting on base that often. But it could look kind of embarrassing. Now, to kind of go over here what pitches I have. Look on the left-hand side. You can see I only have 3, just the ones that I chose to start off with. A 4-seam fastball, a 2-seam fastball, and a 12-6 curve. And another opportunity to get the double play that we're just not able to convert with. Computer lucked out on that one. Computer had some speed, and that's what allowed them to be able to get out of that. You like getting double plays because you get some additional skill points off of that. Of course, anytime there's a ground ball out, you get 5 skill points here, which in the long run really doesn't mean that much, but it adds up. I mean, if you think about it, like there's 27 outs. Let's say you complete a game, you are in for all 27 outs, times 5. You're looking at 135 points right there, and that's something that can help you out. But of course, it's a lot better if you get the strikeout, or if you're actually involved in and out. Like if it's a pop fly and you run over and you get that, that helps you out too. So this is exactly what I'm talking about too. First baseman, catcher going for it. Basically wave them off. Look at that, 25 skill points. The thing is though, is that doesn't necessarily go as much for pitching. That does go for my fielding abilities, which I'm not really going to utilize that much. That's okay. I still have hitting points I got to worry about, base running, stuff like that. But it's really going to be the pitching level here that I'm going to be focused on the most. I want to get one more pitch. I mean, I'd like to have a slider, and then maybe down the road after a couple seasons, maybe I'll add a 5th pitch. But I want to get a lot of velocity on my fastball. One of the things I love doing in this game is pitching with the Aroldis Chapman. That 103, 104. You used to be able to get it up to 106 mile-an-hour fastball. It's just a lot of fun in this game. And you can tell that it really throws some of the batters off. So if I could implement that somehow into what I'm doing, that'd be really nice. But I know if I keep focusing on velocity and things like that with the fastball, everything else is going to have to be put on hold. So I won't have a good fastball. Because you can see it's in the 60s, the 50s, whatever. It's not really the best pitches you're going to go ahead and find. So if I'm focusing on velocity with my fastball and that's it, I'll have nothing to back it up with. And if you're a pitcher who can only throw one pitch, do not deserve to be in the majors. But computer getting another hit, and I really have to give him credit. I don't know if it's necessarily because I'm playing against the Mets AA team, because that's who I play as with Timmy Timmons. But actually not doing too bad. We still have a 3-0 lead though, and that's something I got to make sure I try and hold on to, because still have not allowed a run to go through here in or with Chris Rose's My Player mode. But granted, we've only played one game. This is just game number 2, and one of the things that I think I'm going to like about this My Player mode as well is I can play every single game and post it on YouTube. So when I fail, you guys are going to see it like right here. Letting a run go by, it is going to be 3-1. That's the first run I have let go as Chris Rose. But I think that's going to add to it here, just the fact that win or lose, you guys are going to see that. Because with Timmy Timmons, I only show the best videos. The games that he plays the best as. And with spring training, we're actually doing a pretty great job here too. Especially when you get after the 5th inning. Because everybody's bullpen is ridiculously tired right now. But I'll kind of go into that here in the Timmy Timmons video here, which is coming up after this one. Still trying to get caught up here a little bit on some things. And it was actually really interesting. I had 3 videos ready to go yesterday, but I had to re-upload them all. So I think only one got done before midnight. Another one got done just a little after midnight. And then I had the franchise mode. I thought that one was going to be going up in the evening, but it's going to go up at like 6 o'clock in the morning. And then these ones are going to start going up after that. But that'd be crazy if I could have a continuous stream of videos uploading. I'd be pretty good if I could do that. But, alas, I can't. I work. I have a family. Get the strikeout here. It's about time. Strikeouts have been few and far between in this game. I'll tell you what. But still, 3-1. The offense isn't really helping me out too much in this one. And it is the 4th inning. All right. So this one goes into right field. It's going to be another base hit, and that's going to put a runner for the Mets on first base. That's okay, though, because I'm going to go ahead and make sure I throw the ball low so I can try to get the computer to hit the ball on the ground. If we can get a ground ball to the right fielder, we're going to be looking at a double play. That's some extra skill points for me. We get out of a jam because tying run here is up at the plate. Oh, man, another one that goes into right field. So we'll have runners on first and second now. No outs. So this sittings end up being kind of tough here for me, starting off like this. And it seems like since I only have 3 pitches, computer knows it's either fastball or it's not. So the computer's doing a great job of adapting here, just figuring out what I'm going to throw. I try to throw things a little bit different here too. Maybe starting off with a curveball. If I do that, the computer's hit it. If I start off with a fastball, the computer's hit it. Two-seamer, it doesn't matter. Computer's hitting the ball pretty well here in this game. I don't think I'm going to be able to make the complete game because I struggled enough last game with from a stamina standpoint. And now I've had to throw more pitches here in this one than I did last game once we'd gotten to this point. The other thing too is here, 1 run. If I let another run go by, I'm out of it. Wow, look at this. Computer just getting some great hits off of me. Now the fact that we're in AA, there's not too much power behind these hits. But at the same time, like you can see right now, if you get a number of hits, you're still going to get some runs. You don't necessarily have to have too much power. You can still get runs off of a bunch of singles. You need 4. Still no outs here. It is a 3-2 game. Got to make sure that I stop them here because if we end up winning, I get the win. But if they go, or I guess if they tie it up here, we're looking at no decision. That's not something I'd like to have. I mean, I want to get the wins. Every little bit helps with the skill points. All right, so 1-1 pitch here in the 4th inning. This one, computer's going to swing and miss on that two-seamer. Trying to do some different locations here with my pitches, but you can see I'm rattled right now. That one, computer hits it deep, deep into left field. Able to catch that one, though. That's probably the biggest hit I've seen out of him. If we were playing in the majors or something like that, we'd be talking about one going over the wall, I think. I guess be lucky here. I guess I should feel lucky that I'm in AA, not playing in the majors quite yet, where there's a lot more threats, and I could make a lot bigger mistakes. Another one that goes deep into center field. One's caught by the center fielder here. Runners staying where they're at on 1st and 3rd. I know if it was me, I would have tried to go ahead and steal at that point. So I'm lucky the computer is not me. Now, one of the things that I've noticed here is the computer does have somebody warming up in the bullpen. So with somebody warming up here, I know that this is probably going to be my last inning. And only having 4 innings is not something that I like. But that one goes foul. I guess if I'm going to be going out, I better go out with a bang here. At least I accomplished that goal. I'm throwing a strike on my first pitch. There's strike 2 with the fastball. So now it's kind of a question of what am I going to go ahead and throw. So I'm going to go ahead and try. Ooh. Yes, that one gets caught. Try to go with the two-seamer there. Ends up working pretty well for me. But 4 innings is all that's going to be asked from me here in this game. Don't get the complete game shutout like I did last game, but that's good because if I had gotten that twice in a row, I thought that would have been pretty ridiculous. So I get 10% of the amount of skill points that I got from the last game, but that's okay. I had some firsts in that one. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, you guys. More to come here in a couple days out of Chris Rose as he makes another start. But you guys are awesome. You really are. Thank you again for watching, and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm on Facebook and Twitter. You can find me there if you guys want to be in the know on what's going on. Again, thanks for watching, and as always, I hope you guys have a good one.